Are you saying that the criterion of relative urgency and immediacy is not important in this debate?
No, I didn't say that. I believe that the relative urgency and immediacy of poverty and climate change are important factors to consider, but they are not the only factors.
Okay, but you also mentioned in your 1NC that the criterion of relative urgency and immediacy fails to take into account the interlinkages between poverty and climate change. So, are you saying that the affirmative's argument is not intersectional enough?
I didn't say that. I believe that the affirmative's argument is intersectional, but I think it's important to consider both the relative urgency and immediacy of poverty and climate change, and the intersectionality of these issues when making policy decisions.
All right. You also mentioned in your speech that policies that simultaneously address poverty and climate change are more effective than those that prioritize poverty reduction. Can you explain your definition of intersectionality when it comes to funding government policies?
Intersectionality is a complex concept and can be applied in many different ways.
But can you give a specific example of how you use intersectionality to decide on funding government policies?
Well, we consider a variety of factors, including race, gender, and socioeconomic status, to ensure that our funding decisions are fair and equitable.
That's a general answer. Can you give a concrete example of how you have applied intersectionality to a specific policy or funding decision?
Yes, I mentioned the Grameen Bank's Climate Change and Community Development Program in Bangladesh as an example. The program provides small loans to low-income communities in rural areas to support sustainable livelihoods and improve resilience to climate change.
How do those microloans specifically affect decision-making for funding of government policies? Aren't they a peripheral aspect of government support?
I am sorry, but cross-examination time has elapsed.